Let's talk about it. We all want it. You know you love it. Let's talk about that money. Be financially smart.
Welcome back to BFS. Our topic today is the summary of the insuring quadrant. Earlier on in the show, we went from posing questions to the layman on the streets to casting most questions to our expert Eunice. And now we are joined by two guests who have also got their own questions around insuring in general. Guys, welcome to the show. Please introduce yourself.
I am Masonoabe Tangazele. I'm in media production.
Masonabe, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I'm Ngobile Nkosi. I'm a marketing manager and I also run my own business.
Wow, we've got an entrepreneur in the house.
I see.
Now, Masonoabe, I see you've been watching the 8 topics that we've been discussing. And life cover and funeral cover, it's got you not sleeping at night. Why? Tell us your story.
Yeah, these two important topics are very important to me because I'm in media. I'm always on the run.
Yeah.
I'm a young man striving for success with this production and another one. And I need assurance in my life. I need to know that I'm protected and covered should anything go wrong. And having explored different options to get life cover and funeral cover, I've got a lot of options to pick from, and I have to really consider what I have to put out in terms of my work to fund these covers, you know. So I'm still in an exploration phase as to which one will suit me best in my lifestyle. So I'm at that point. Those two are important for me and for every young entrepreneur out there who striving for success and wants to, you know, be safe when they're busy exploring.
Right. Yeah. Now I want to hold it right there because I think there are a lot of people that are in Masonoabe's shoes. Eunice, what are the things that he should be thinking about right now, top of mind?
I'm glad that he's already exploring. So you've started the journey or the exercise. A few things that come to mind that you need to consider. So right now, how much are your assets and how much are your liabilities? And that will give you a view of your financial standing. Usually you find that liabilities are much more than assets. Most young people do not have assets yet. They have lots of debt. So in that case, should you get knocked down by the How train tomorrow, Askis, how much debt would you have? So those are the questions that you're thinking of. That will help you determine the amount of cover that you need. Okay, so that's for life cover. Same for funeral cover. How much do you think your funeral or those of your loved ones that depend on you, financially speaking, would cost? And those are the estimates that help you then choose the right product, but more especially come out with an adequate cover for your needs.
Thank you.
Will that help?
Very much.
Now, moving on to you, Ngobile.
Yes.
You've also been following our show and with the 8 topics that we've covered. You know, home and car insurance is at the top of your mind. What's your story?
Yeah, no, I have a massive story. Pertaining to the home insurance particularly, because I've had an experience with that, for me, really, it's I really didn't quite understand why I needed to have home insurance in the first place. Because in my mind, we've bought the property, it's ours, we've paid for it, or we're still paying for it, rather. Until our geyser burst, and you know, the husband was always on the case of, let's take out some home insurance and just make sure that all is in place.
Yeah.
Until our geyser burst and the dollars weren't enough in the bank. And that was enough of an experience for us for me rather, to actually, you know, realize that husband's advice was actually the right thing to do. We took that out. And you know, I'm ready for any eventuality because I know that we are covered. So, and had it not been for the show, I was like, we bought the property, it's ours, so we're good.
We're good.
Thanks to the show, yeah.
And in terms of car insurance, what are the questions that you might have for Eunice?
Okay. I think for me, regarding the car insurance, so the car that we have currently, we do have 2 vehicles at the moment. I haven't quite understood that when I've insured my car comprehensively, you know, I keep getting calls, your car, is it at market value, or you keep getting a call from the insurance company or the people that finance the car to say you need to up it up a bit. As far as I'm concerned, the minute you drive the car out, it starts to depreciate. So why do I need to, you know, keep topping that up? I haven't figured that one out, and I'm sure you'll be able to help me.
Wow.
I'll try. I'll try. My understanding of that is that to your point, as you drive out the dealership with that car, it starts depreciating. And you have insured it for X amount. And often that amount is the debt, okay? The debt that you had bought the car at, the amount that you bought the car at, or the market value. There are people, I'm just digressing a little bit, there are people that have their cars insured for the market value, however, their debt is above that. And those people are in danger.
Oh.
Should something happen to them, to the car, the insurance will pay the market value. You shall see to finish with this portion.
Oh,
okay. So just make sure that your car is adequately insured. So the insured amount is equivalent to the debt. It should be. If the debt amount is more than the insurance, that's where you need top up.
Oh.
But to your point, if that is not the case with you, they always look at the market value and they look at your insured amount. So maybe there's a gap, and just find out what the gap is.
Okay.
And if need be, maybe you do need to top up. But don't just top up because you were told to top up. It needs to make sense, and you need to understand that maybe the market value is less than the insured amount. No, it's more than the insured amount.
Okay.
So you need to top up. But another point, one of the guests asked the last time they were here was that why is it from time to time when the market value of the car depreciates, your insurance or your premium doesn't come down, to match that. What I've learned, I'm not an expert, by the way, in the car insurance industry, but what I've learned is that fixing that car, the panel beating and getting the parts, and obviously paying for the whole service, that doesn't actually go down. It's the opposite. Parts get expensive. Some cars, are imports, so they need to import the parts into the country. And when you look at the exchange rate and those kind of elements, they don't talk to the premium matching the depreciating value of the car. So there's that gap always with the premium versus the market value of the car. I hope that helps.
Absolutely. Makes sense now. Certainly does.
The light is on.
The light is certainly gone.
That's why
Thank
we
you so
say,
much.
how can we help you? I want to go back to you, Masonab. In the media industry, nightlife, you're young, you are traveling. Is funeral cover something that you are really thinking about? And is it a priority in your life right now? And you can be fully honest.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It is becoming a major priority because beyond the glitz and glams that people see behind media productions, there's actually hectic health hazards. Because we wake up late, while people are still sleeping, we are up, setting up sets, preparing for the sun to be at the right angle.
True.
So that we set up our cranes and everything. And we have to be on point because media production is all about perfection, perfecting the idea and making it work. And we experience a lot of health hazards in terms of electrical cables being on the ground and unattained or unattended to, and that is risky. And there have been casualties throughout productions who have had their careers like insolvent. They can't go back to set anymore because their lives are at risk, and there's no unions to protect workers here in South Africa in media production. So life insurance is important for me.
And especially funeral cover.
Yeah,
And
funeral cover, yeah.
that's why I have to ask you this question, is that in terms of, budgeting-wise, what should he really be? And this is where you can come in hard with telling us we must buckle up, less partying and more saving.
You know my line. Party less,
Save more.
Thank you. Masonwabe, it is taking your finances seriously and planning. You see, what drives the behavior is the planning. So if you have your plans, you have your future goals, short, medium, and long-term goals, you know what you want to attain tomorrow, 6 months, a year, 3, 4, 10, 15. When you get to my age, it's a long journey. You need to be ready financially. And it's those plans that you write down, you give names, and you make sure that you channel your money towards those plans. Your money should come out of your income from your account into different vehicles to make sure that these plans that you have will materialize. For an example, if you have a baby nyana and you want to insure them, insure for their education policy, you still have a long way to pay for that. You need to make sure that every single month you have enough money for that premium to come off. You want to buy a house sometime. I'm not sure whether you have one or not. But it's those plans that by name you write down, house, education policy, funeral plan. Those are long-term goals. So if you channel your money like that, you will know that your future is covered. But between now and that future, you need to be disciplined. And if you don't have the plans written down, this is where your money just goes. You spend because you have no intention, no purpose. Yeah. Your plans will be your purpose. And if you stick to them, you make sure that your money goes where it's supposed. And those are priorities. You can party with a change.
Guys, time flies when we're being financially smart. Eh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Can I just say one small thing?
Yeah.
Just from what you've just said now, you've just made me think about, the shopping sprees that I usually go on for my handbags and shoes. The plan is all there, but then you see the lovely shoe and you sneak it in, and then you sneak it into the bedroom so husband doesn't see it.
Remember the plan by name.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you guys for your honesty and all your questions. Time flies when you're being financially smart. That wraps up our insuring discussion.
Be financially smart.
Eunice, please give us today's financial tip.
Act smart. Take stock of your insurance needs, then consult your financial advisor to verify that you and your loved ones are adequately covered. In the event of loss, damage, or death, it is also crucial to check that you are fully insured for any shortfall amounts. The onus is on you to contact an accredited financial advisor to help you review your financial plan annually or whenever you experience a life-changing event, such as getting married, having a baby, or buying a house. In this way, you will always be insured with the most suitable cover for your life stage. Be financially smart.
Every month, you stand a chance to win 2,000 rands in cash. Answer this month's simple question. The person responsible for meeting your short-term and long-term financial goals is A, you, B, your mother, C, your financial advisor, or D, your employer. Send your answer to *120 *387# and follow the prompts. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. Remember that the competition is open to South African citizens over the age of 18. USSD rates vary per network. T's and C's apply. We've reached the end of the Be Financially Smart show for today. Eunice, any last words?
Mzwandile, paying insurance monthly may seem very painful, cumbersome, and I think that's why most people, for them, it's a grudge purchase.
Yeah, that is true.
Remember the needs. Remember the benefits we spoke about, and make sure that you want to be secured. You want to come out in the same position that you are at today, financially speaking. Be adequately insured. Next week, we begin a new quadrant where we will bring you lessons on transacting better. Don't miss out. Till then, goodbye.
Need more information on today's show? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Send us an email on bfs@bfseducation.co.za or find us on the BFS website. It's www.bfseducation.co.za. And don't forget about FNB's consumer education website. It's www.fnb.co.za/education. Have a beautiful day. God bless.
Let's talk about it.